Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there from McCaffrey. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
At the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 7 from the 20. Three yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Down by Trayvon Mullen. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. That's out to the left and complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Third down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Number 20.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's...
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. To throw his car. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up fourth. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Panthers 3.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Back at the
now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running is Jacobs. And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. A 1st down and more for Jacobs. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Panthers 3.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Intercepted by the Raiders.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 47-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Pass complete to Henry.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Las Vegas.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
4 yards. Complete to Curtis Samuel. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Check. Lucky. Monday.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For the Raiders.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina.
Panthers.
Here's Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
The score, Raiders 28, Panthers 6.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Kaepernick. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On the return is Jones. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Carr. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
6-man. Check cross. Check white.
Throwing again. Carr. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Derek Brown in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
And long.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
Second and 10.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
He'll take over first down.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 34. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The ball carrier.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That's good.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Second and goal. At the 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On first down, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. From the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
A.J. Cole.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And the Eagles have taken a lead late in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that will be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. 20! And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Seth Roberts, 47 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. Hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take